Hello student, myself Rajkumar Meena, Assistant Professor in English, posted at BSR Arts College, Alwar. Today, with the help of this video, I will make you try to understand and explain the term metaphysical poetry. So, to understand metaphysical poetry and what are the basic characteristics of metaphysical poetry, we have to know about the term metaphysical, and then afterwards we understand how it is different from the conventional style of poetry. After Spencer, poets in England were faithfully following him, but the Jacobean age of King James I marked a reaction against the conventional Spencerian poetry. About the beginning of 17th century, there appeared a race of a writer that may be termed the metaphysical poets, and their school of poetry was termed as the metaphysical school of poetry. Dr. Johnson is the first who applied the term metaphysical, and he borrowed this term from Dryden's phrase about turn, he affect the metaphysics. The poet of this school of poetry did not imitate anything which was already available, hence they did not fulfill the definition of poetry given by Aristotle, that poetry is an imitative art. Their thoughts are new but seldom natural. They all were learned people and put together heterogeneous ideas. Their aim was neither to instruct nor to please. Their comparisons were unusual, and they were completely devoted to bringing something unexpected and surprising. This school of poetry was founded by John Donne early in the 17th century. Dr. Johnson declared him the first poet in the world in some things. He inspired the other poet of his age and the following generation. The poets who had their close affinities with the school of poetry of Donne are John Suckling, John Cleveland, George Herbert, Richard Carshaw, Henry Vaughan, Thomas Crewe, Abraham Cowley, Andrew Marvell are the metaphysical poets were not considered as a good writer because of their obscurities and unconventionalities. Jordan's greatness was very well recognized by the critics, but they did not consider him as a good writer. Dryden write in this regard through he must always be thought a great poet. He is no longer esteemed a good writer. However, given below are the characteristics of this school of poetry as the main characteristics of the metaphysical schools of poetry are as first the use of conceit, second the learnedness while the delivering of their expression of poetry or the symbols or metaphors used by the poets shown their learnedness in other streams also. So we can say that the metaphysical poets use unconventional conceits and metaphors and similes to describe their ideas and thoughts while delivering their poetry. Third chief feature of the metaphysical poetry or the school of metaphysical poets is the sudden flights. The imagination and the sudden flights in the minds of poets are the chief, or we can say that are the main characteristics which we find in the metaphysical school of poets. We find the sudden image or a sudden flight of a thought which is introduced only by the metaphysical school of poets. Top topics or uh, topics like love, affections, and hyperbole are the chief characteristics which we find in the metaphysical style of poetry. Fifth one, we can say that the metaphysical style of poetry is totally different from the conventional style of poetry. So we can say that the unconventionality which is found in the metaphysical school or metaphysical school of poetry is the chief characteristics which make them distinguished from the other conventional style of poetry. Sixth one, the characteristic of intellectual elements. We find a kind of intellectual elements present in the works of metaphysical school of poetry, which directly or indirectly have an implied meaning and have a great thought of expression of a intellectual meaning. Last one, the conservational quality. We can say that the conservational quality is also a chief or main characteristics of the metaphysical school of poetry, which make them different from the conventional style of poetry, as we find the selection of the titles, topics, or the themes on which the poetry has been written. Another chief characteristic of metaphysical style of poetry is novel thought and expression. The metaphysical poets were aimed to introduce something that was new and startling. They were trying to write a poetry with a good and unified sense. They abandoned the trodden path of poetry and discovered a new idea. According to Sir Walter Scott says, they played with the thought as the Elizabeth had played with the words. Their witful composition of the new abstract through with the concrete ideas has been regarded as unified sensibility. By T.S. Eliot, Donne idea of calling the flea their marriage bed is new but abstract. The concrete idea of mingling of their blood inside the flea makes it a real expression. Use of conceit. We find that metaphysical poets especially use conceits in their poetry. Conceit is a far-fetched simile or metaphor that presents surprising and parallel between two things or two apparently dissimilar ideas in nature. The purpose of these poets was not merely to justify the yoking of two dissimilar things, but also to bring strangeness and novelty into their composition. Donne's the poem Sunrising is most remarkable poem for the use of a conceit. As we can say that metaphysical school of poetry, the poets belongs to the stream which were the learned poets. or we can say that the poets were the streams also belong to streams of science also. That's why we call them learnedness as a chief characteristics which we find in the poetry of metaphysical poets. The metaphysical poets were not imitation, they were learned poets whose scholarships and authority was almost unchangeable. The unusual comparison, themes, forms, and their style are the creation of their mind. Sometimes their images are so high that they are not very frequent to the common readers. Dr. Johnson noted the metaphysical poet sometimes drew their conceit from recess of learning, not very much frequented by common readers of poetry. They actually were not the born poets. It is not possible in all the case, as Dr. Johnson says, no poet could be born a metaphysical poet nor assume a dignity of a writer. It was, in fact, the result of their labor which made them learned poets. Earlier, I also explained the sudden flights are chief characteristics of metaphysical school of poetry. We can see that without preparing any ground or giving any preliminary information, the metaphysical poet take a sudden flight from world of reality to dream, visible to invisible, abstract to concrete, physical to metaphysical. Donne's flight from physical world to the world of sun is obvious when he say, I can eclipse and cloud them with a wing. Uses of love and affection and hyperbole. We find that use of love, affection and hyperbole are the chief characteristics of the metaphysical style of poetry. The metaphysical element were first noticed in the love poetry of Donne. Writing love poetry was not only a fashion in the Elizabethan age but also a literary exercise. Though affection marks the entire poetry of this school, yet as a hyperbole expression was considered too necessary to show extreme love and affection. Donne called his beloved, she is all the states and all the princes, and the glare of her eyes can even blind the sun. Hyperbole has been a favorite device of the poet during all the ages. We also find that sense of unconventionality is also a chief characteristics of metaphysical poet. The metaphysical poets are unconventional in their themes, style and thought. They reject the Spencerian convention and come out with a new style. They represent female character with the male and showed fulfillment of love. The novel ideas, the unrhymed lines, and strange images show their unconventionality to them. Poetry was not merely an imitation, it was rather a creative process that discovered something new and strange, according to metaphysical school of poets. We can also say that intellectual elements is also a main trace of metaphysical style of poetry. The poetry of metaphysical poet was not governed by their heart. It was directly coming from their head. Something the poet became passionate, or we can say sometimes the poet becomes passionate and shows extreme passion as Donne became in his poem, but his affectionate composition is immediately followed by the witful composition. The best poetry of Donne and school is an example of intellectual passion and passionate intellectuality that call attention not to the cleverness of the poet but to the genuine truth. Thus, metaphysicals were the clever men who were criticized for their cleverness but freshness in their thought and their appeal to the head made them great. In their poetry, they used language of man through their images are sometimes obscure and undersuitable. Their love poems, which are full of metaphysical conceit, show that they were passionate and intellectually talented.